Hyaline cartilage histology. Hyaline cartilage. The identification points of hyaline cartilage are: number 1, perichondrium is present; number 2, their homogeneous basophilic matrix is present; 3, chondrocytes they are present in cell nest of 2 to 6 groups. Chondrocytes are present in cell nest of 2 to 6 groups. There are two types of matrix: the territorial matrix and the interterritorial matrix is present. So what are the identification points? Perichondrium present, homogeneous basophilic matrix, chondrocytes in the cell nest of 2 to 6, territorial matrix and interterritorial matrix present. Next, collagen fibers in matrix, they have the same refractive index of ground substance. Collagen fibers in matrix, they have the same refractive index of ground substance. Now we'll learn about the matrix. The matrix, as we know, is divided into two substances, two matrix, that is the territorial matrix and the interterritorial matrix. The territorial matrix, it is darker and it is adjacent to the chondrocyte, and it is newly formed without fibers. The territorial matrix, it is darker and adjacent to the chondrocyte and newly formed without fibers. And the interterritorial matrix, it is lightly stained between chondrocyte and the old fiber. It is lightly stained between the chondrocyte and the old fiber. Now, the ground substance of hyaline cartilage is made up of type 2 collagen fiber. The ground substance of hyaline cartilage is made up of type 2 collagen fiber. Now, the perichondrium. The perichondrium, it is divided into two layers, fibrous layer and the cellular layer. The fibrous layer is made up of collagen fibers and the cellular layer is made up of chondrogenic cells that helps in the oppositional growth of cartilage. So the perichondrium is divided into two layers, that is the fibrous layer made up of collagen fibers and the cellular layer which is made up of chondrogenic cell that helps in the oppositional growth of cartilage. Now, what are the examples of hyaline cartilage, like where they are present? Nasal septum, tracheal rings, costal cartilage, articular surface of movable joint, epiphyseal plate. So examples are nasal septum, tracheal rings, costal cartilage, articular surface of movable joint, epiphyseal plate. So examples: nasal septum, tracheal rings, costal cartilage, articular surface of movable joint, epiphyseal plate. These are all the sites where hyaline cartilage is present. It forms skeleton of the fetus, then it undergoes endochondral ossification and forms bone. So it forms the skeleton of fetus and undergoes the endochondral ossification and forms bone. It calcifies on aging, whereas the elastic cartilage does not calcify on aging. So let's revise it again. The identification points of hyaline cartilage are: perichondrium present, homogeneous basophilic matrix, chondrocyte in cell nest of 2 to 6, territorial matrix and interterritorial matrix present. So the identification points are: perichondrium is present, homogeneous basophilic matrix, chondrocytes in the cell nest of 2 to 6, territorial matrix and interterritorial matrix present. The identification points are: perichondrium is present, homogeneous basophilic matrix, chondrocyte in the cell nest of 2 to 6, and the territorial matrix and the interterritorial matrix are present. Now, the collagen fibers in the matrix, they have the same refractive index as that of the ground substance. Collagen fibers in the matrix, they have the same refractive index of the ground substance. The collagen fibers that are present in the matrix, they have the same refractive index of ground substance. Now, the matrix is divided into two: territorial matrix, interterritorial matrix. Interterritorial matrix, they are darker and adjacent to the chondrocyte and newly formed without fibers. The interterritorial matrix, they are lightly stained between chondrocyte and old fiber. The territorial matrix, it is darker and adjacent to the chondrocyte and newly formed without fibers. The interterritorial matrix, it is lightly stained between the chondrocyte and the old fiber. And the territorial matrix, it is darker and adjacent to the chondrocyte, newly formed without fiber. Interterritorial matrix, it is lightly stained between the chondrocyte and the old fiber. Ground substance is made up of type 2 collagen fiber. The hyaline cartilage ground substance is made up of type 2 collagen fiber. The hyaline cartilage has a ground substance made up of type 2 collagen fibers. Now, the perichondrium, it is divided into two layers: the fibrous layer made up of collagen fibers and the cellular layer made up of chondrogenic cells that helps in the oppositional growth of cartilage. The perichondrium is made up of two layers, that is the fibrous layer and the cellular layer. Fibrous layer is made up of collagen fibers and the cellular layer is made up of chondrogenic cells that helps in the oppositional growth of cartilage. Now, the examples where hyaline cartilage are present: nasal septum, tracheal rings, costal cartilage, articular surface of movable joint, epiphyseal plate. All the examples that are present is nasal septum, tracheal rings, costal cartilages, articular surface of movable joint, epiphyseal plate. It forms the skeleton of fetus and that later undergoes endochondral ossification and forms bones. It forms skeleton of the fetus also and it undergoes endochondral ossification later and forms bone. It calcifies on aging, whereas the elastic cartilage does not calcify on aging. Now let's see the diagram. As you can see here, the perichondrium, it has the outer fibrous layer is present and the inner cellular layer. Outer fibrous layer, it is made up of outer fibrous layer is made up of collagen fibers. As you can see here, outer fibrous layer is made up of collagen fibers and the inner cellular layer, it is made up of chondrogenic cells. As you can see, the inner cellular layer, they are made up of chondrogenic cells. Then the chondrocytes are arranged in cell nest of 2 to 6 and there is the territorial matrix surrounding the chondrocyte and the interterritorial matrix present between the chondrocyte nest. Now let's see in the next diagram the fibrous layer of perichondrium, that is the outer layer, and the cellular layer of perichondrium. The fibrous layer of perichondrium, it is made up of collagen fibers, and the cellular layer of perichondrium is made up of chondrogenic cells that helps in the oppositional growth of cartilage. The cell nest is present. The cell nest is present. They are present in lacunae, and there is the territorial matrix surrounding the cells in the lacuna or the cells in the nest, and there is the interterritorial matrix is also present. Let's see the diagram. So as you can see, this is the hyaline cartilage. This is also the hyaline cartilage, we can see. This is also the hyaline cartilage where it is the matrix. The chondrocytes are present in lacunae and the perichondrium is present, as you can see here.